Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure your notifications are turned on, make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend here on this Sunday night. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. Definitely love and appreciate y'all again. So make sure to hit the like, subscribe, make sure those post notifications are turned on, share on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. On to the video. I'm getting sick and tired of these LeBron fanboys constantly using Kobe as a prop to make an excuse for the 2011 finals and the biggest historic meltdown that LeBron had as to why they didn't beat the Dallas Mavericks. And here's why. Because LeBron fanboys will tell you, oh, but you got to understand, that same team swept Kobe Bryant. That same team, excluding Kobe Bryant, played horrible in that series, and they lost by 36 in Game 4. Don't you think I know all of that? And I know that that's true. There's no excuses for the way Kobe played and those Lakers played in 2011. They got their asses handed to them and the better team won. Those are just facts. And they were the defending champions and the Lakers were the favorite, but they didn't get it done. So there's no excuses. There's no excuses. As a matter of fact, Kobe Bryant, I think in the fourth quarters, he played terrible in that series too. In those fourth quarters, he was awful. So yeah, Kobe don't deserve a pass from me. He doesn't deserve a pass. But now let's get to LeBron James now, who now LeBron fans, even 11 years later, are still trying to find a way to sneak themselves into an excuse as to say the Mavericks are a great team. They built the wall so LeBron couldn't attack the basket. You know, all this yada, 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 making these excuses. Here's the problem with doing that, LeBron fans. This is why I got to bring up Dirk Nowitzki, because Dirk Nowitzki was historic in that 2011 playoff run, right? And over here, as I'm looking over here on my tablet, I stumble across some info that's going to be really interesting as to why you cannot say that LeBron is in the GOAT conversation in terms of the greatest of all time. 2011 and eliminated that, and I'm going to show you why. So, Dirk's historic run. Let's take a look at the series against him. Well, let's look at his fourth quarter playoff numbers, since we love about the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter for the playoffs, Dirk scored 208 points, ladies and gentlemen. 208 points. What's so significant about that is in those fourth quarters, Dirk shot 60 for 117. That's over 50%. 8 out of 15 from the three-point line. And 80 out of 85 from the free throw line, and his true shooting percentage was 67.4, damn near 68. Incredible numbers. Now, the crazy part about the 21 playoff games that Dirk and the Mavericks played was, check this out. 13 of the 21 games that the Dallas Mavericks played, they trailed entering in the fourth quarter 13 times. In those 13 times, Dirk and the Mavericks won 8 out of those 13 games. And in the fourth quarter, in those 13 games, when his team trailed in the fourth quarter, Dirk scored 140 points of the 208 he scored. So the 668 of those points, he did not trail in the fourth quarter, 140 points when he trailed, his team's trailed. And he led the team in scoring 9 times in those 13 games in the fourth quarter when his team trailed entering the fourth. 12 out of 13 times in the comebacks. He shot 50% from the field. He shot 70% from the three-point line. He shot 55 out of 58 from the free throw line. That's damn over 90. That's about 96%, I believe. And the shooting percentage was 67.6, and the Dallas Mavericks were 8-5 in those games. Now, this is how bad LeBron James was in the 2011 NBA Finals, that his fanboys continue to defend and use Kobe as a crutch to try to say that, oh, but it happened to Kobe too. Dirk, 62 points, 10.3 points per game average. Led the team in scoring in the fourth quarter 5 out of the 6 games. One time. Shot 18 out of 35 from the field. So 50% from the field. Made all his free throws, 24 out of 24. True shooting percentage is 68. Now let's take a look at the big three. The big three had 85 total points. They averaged 14.2. Dirk had 62. The big three had 85. Wade had 44 points. He averaged 7 points in the fourth and shot over 50% from the field and at least 70% from the free throw line. Chris Bosh had more points than LeBron in the fourth quarter. He had 23 in the fourth in those 6 games. LeBron James had 18 total, and actually Wade led the team in scoring in the fourth quarter twice. Oh, no, he was the overall leading scorer for both teams in the fourth quarter twice. Dirk, 5 times. LeBron James didn't lead the team in scoring in the fourth quarter at all. As a matter of fact, in Game 4, he didn't score any points. And let me also point this out, because I remember in the fourth quarter when Dirk was sick in Game 4 that both LeBron and Dwayne Wade made fun of Dirk and they were coughing to try to make it seem like if Dirk was pretending to be sick. LeBron James scored no points in the fourth quarter. Dirk scored 10. So Dirk outscored you 10-0 in the fourth, right? But these are the same LeBron fanboy clowns that go, oh, but they swept Kobe. They had a really good team. They swept Kobe. I'm going to say it again. You cannot be outplayed by Jason Terry. You cannot be able to say that you could not stay in front of Jason Terry and have a shot at being the greatest of all time when you have a historic meltdown like that. Bro, LeBron James in the 2011 finals, check it out. His highest plus-minus differential was +9, and that was in Game 1. Game 2, -5. Game 4, -6. Game 5, -11. Game 6, -24. Game 3 was a +1. For the 6-game series, LeBron was a -36. He averaged, his plus-minus average for the series was a -6. For the series, plus-minus total, he was a -36 in the NBA Finals. 17.8 points. You're the 5th leading scorer in the NBA Finals. You're the 3rd leading scorer on your own team. You had the same amount of fourth quarter points as Udonis Haslem and Mario Chalmers combined. Chris Bosh scored more fourth quarter points than you. The bottom line is that LeBron James was the difference in winning and losing. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. On top of that, when it comes to the Lakers, there was a rift going on. Andrew Bynum said that the Lakers had trust issues. Phil Jackson's last year. Did y'all remember when Phil Jackson tapped Pau Gasol so hard in Game 4 because Pau Gasol looked like his head wasn't even in the game? As a matter of fact, for most of that season, Pau Gasol's head was not even in the game. Because there were rumors saying that Shannon Brown was having an affair with Pau Gasol's girlfriend at the time, Sylvia. According to reports, she didn't even speak English. And Shannon Brown came out and said he was not even having an affair with her, considering the fact that the affair was rumored with the fact that Shannon Brown was already married and in a relationship with the R&B singer Monica. Look up the articles. Pau Gasol said that it ruined the rest of the playoff run and it ruined his career in LA. That's what Pau Gasol said. Don't believe me? Look it up. But the fact that people are using Kobe as a prop and saying, oh, he lost to the Dallas Mavericks. Kobe was awful. I'm telling you right here, as a Kobe fan, Kobe effed up. Kobe was awful in those fourth quarters. Kobe gets no excuses from me at all. And the Lakers, they lost to the better team and they got their asses handed to them, to the Dallas Mavericks. But the fact is, and they're like, oh, but Kobe lost even with home court advantage. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Didn't the Miami Heat have home court advantage in the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks? And the Lakers are a bit of an older team compared to the Miami Heat. They did have some veterans, but their prime players, Bosh, Wade, and LeBron. How old was Dwayne Wade? 29 years old. He wasn't even 30. Bosh and LeBron were 26 years old. So I keep asking you, LeBron fans, what is the excuse you guys keep trying to make using Kobe as a prop for your excuses? You can't do that. The bottom line is LeBron's meltdown is so epic. He was the difference in terms of winning and losing the series. And I think, to me, it was he would not be able to live with the fact that Wade, if he would have won Finals MVP, the narrative would have been he carried you to an NBA championship. And that's what this is all about. That's why you guys go on and say LeBron led all of his teams as a driving force to 4 Finals MVPs and championships. But that 2011 would have hurt him really badly, believe it or not. So no matter how much you try to slice it, this is why I had to make this longer extension of a video so that you guys understand why that 2011 is indefensible no matter what, no matter how many times I've come up with this video. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Louis with another one. What do you guys think about Kobe being used as a prop, as an excuse for LeBron? Anyway, let me know what your answers in the comments. Sorry for the longer video, but this needed to be said so that I could further explain why that this series you cannot use as an excuse as to why LeBron lost. You just can't, because Kobe came off a championship with the Lakers back-to-back years, going for their third run. They just did not match up with the Mavericks as the series went on. In LeBron's case, sorry. You guys had the advantage at the wing position. You and Wade. Wade did his part, you didn't do yours. Dirk was all-time clutch the entire playoff run, including the NBA Finals. And Dirk won the MVP despite only shooting 41%. But when it mattered most, Dirk was there and LeBron wasn't. And that's the end of this.